What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with an auction preview. Hakes Auctions has their Lot 236 coming to you very shortly, and they just put out their digital catalog this morning. And I wanted to show you some of the incredible items that are going to be up for auction at the end of October through mid-November. And they span the gamut from early stuff, prototypes, all the way to the Power of the Force line. And just in this thumbnail for the video, you can see some of the incredible items that are going to be available. So for those of you with deep pockets, and I'm not one of them, I hope that you guys can save your money and buy some really good stuff. I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines, unfortunately. I just don't have any funds right now, but I wanted to at least kind of go through some of the highlights from this incredible lot that's coming up. And this is going to be a big test, I think, because we're entering kind of a flattening market for Star Wars collectibles, but there are a lot of very rare and high-end prototypes, proof cards, things like that, that will test the market and see what kind of reaction the upper end of the market has as the economy seems to be kind of on the brink of a recession. And if these items finish at or above some of the price ranges that Hakes has estimated for them, then we know that the upper end of the market is still strong. But it seems like with the last couple of auctions anyway, items we're selling at or sometimes well below market value. And this is going to be a big test. So I pulled up the pages that I thought were relevant, and we're just going to show you some of the highlights of them. The first one is this 12-back A Obi-Wan Kenobi, but this is the telescoping saber version. So it's a pretty incredible item just as a loose graded figure. Just as a high-grade, loose-graded figure, they can sell for big money. I mean, $20,000 to $30,000 pretty easily. And to get one mint on card, these do not come up often. This one is graded AFA 75, so that will be interesting to see what that sells for. I don't remember the last time I've seen one of these sell in an auction. And for those of you new to Hakes, Hakes is great. You know, I've bought from them before in the past. They do charge you an 18% buyer's premium plus shipping fees. Their shipping fees have gone up, just like everything else in this world. But they do a great job. They pack really well. I've bought maybe 2 or 3 items from them last year or this past year, including a proof card. And I've got a couple of examples of the Revenge of the Jedi proof cards that I'll show you in a second. But you can see all of these fantastic early card backs that are for sale. We've got a 12-back Harbert over here. Lots of early 12-back A's and B's and C's for R2-D2, 12-back A Leia. Just an unbelievable lot that is probably their best auction of the year, if you ask me. Here's quite a few more early card backs for some of the first 12 characters. There's a 12-back A Vinyl Cape Jawa, graded AFA 80, mint on card. I mean, just an unbelievable item there. Here's a few other interesting items. We're going to dig into some of the later Star Wars card backs in a second, but this is a really cool one. This is the Kenner Canada Wind Up R2-D2 mint on card. It's AFA 60. Very rare item. Very tough to find that. Just loose graded, that one can go for $800 to $1,000 pretty easily for just that Wind Up R2-D2. So to see one of these mint on card is pretty rare. It's just truly an eye-opening, jaw-dropping lot of items that's being included here. Here is a square card, a rectangle card, 20-back Jawa from the French Meccano factory. You can see all of these incredible early card backs. Here is the mail-away version for Boba Fett, large catalog version, AFA 70. Here is a 21-back B Boba Fett, graded AFA 80. I mean, this is like the top end of the market, and there's going to be some really high sales prices for a lot of these. Number of 21 backs there. Here is a Star Wars Early Bird certificate. This is graded AFA 80 plus, and then here is a Sears catalog 3-pack with Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO, graded AFA 70. We've got the die-cast Takara, graded AFA 80 for Darth Vader, and a number of different boxed items as well. We've got the die-cast Millennium Falcon, graded DCA 75 plus. We've got the Collector's Series Land Speeder, graded AFA 90. The playset, the Creature Cantina playset, graded AFA 70. The Palatoy Talking R2-D2. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these come up for sale. That's graded qualified AFA 80. And then we have the Collector Series Darth Vader TIE Fighter. That's also available. A number of different store displays are coming up as well. You can see some die-cast up here. Really nice examples. We got a Toy Galaxy Bell display AFA 85 Plus. We've got the Shelf Talker graded CAS 75. Another Shelf Talker that's graded AFA 85. The get a free Boba Fett Bell display graded AFA 90. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. That's got to be a monstrous item. Here's a couple of interesting ones. Another Bell display here graded AFA 90, but here is Han Solo's laser pistol from 1978, and that's graded AFA 85. We got the board game, the Escape from the Death Star board game. Obviously, this was just recently re-released. I can't talk. For the retro collection, but this is the original from 1978, graded AFA 80 plus. Here is a prototype plush doll, talking Yoda, no voice box, graded AFA 80. I mean, you'll never see some of these ever again come up for sale. Here is a hard copy prototype 12-inch series IG-88 that's ungraded, but look how incredible that is, as well as a Han Solo 12-inch prototype Hoth outfit. This was never released for retail, so truly some one-of-a-kind items that will be coming up for sale. We also have some loose graded first shot prototypes. We've got the AT-AT Commander unpainted that's graded AFA 80, and we also have a 45 back Luke Bespin proof card that's graded AFA 90, so pretty awesome. Here is an unpainted Luke Hoth first shot prototype that's graded AFA 80. A number of different 21 backs, as you can see, just about every character out there. And then it digs into the Empire Strikes Back, all really nice high-grade examples. For my own personal salivating pleasure, here is a 32 back B Boss that's graded AFA 85. Would love to have that one, but not meant to be, Shelley, as Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark said. Here's a 32 back AFA 85 Boba Fett. That's got to be extremely rare, extremely rare. A number of other examples here. We got some Survival Kit 41 back A offers for Luke Farm Boy, as well as Luke X-Wing, C-3PO, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Yoda, Darth Vader, a Palatoy Boba Fett. Look how beautiful that one is. That one's graded AFA 70. So I hope that some of you who have deep pockets are able to enjoy this auction, because there are going to be some beauties out here. Here's a dark brown hair Luke Skywalker Farm Boy on the 45 back. That's graded AFA 75. Number of different 45 backs there with the free Star Wars display arena. Here is a free 47 back AFA 75 for Boba Fett. So if you like Boba Fett mint on cards, this is the auction for you. Here's another Boba Fett that's graded AFA 75 with the Revenge of the Jedi sticker, the 48 back C. Another extremely rare item is this one. This is the Kenner Canada Sears exclusive cellophane wrapped, and there's only four or five different characters. I believe there's an Ugnaught, a Lobot, obviously Han Solo Bespin. I can't remember any of the other ones out there, but there are a number of different examples for this, and these are very, very tough to find and extremely rare. I expect this one to go for multiple thousands of dollars, but just an interesting Sears exclusive that was only available in Canada, and it was like shrink wrapped onto this perforated card. So a very unique item, and one you don't see come up very often. Here was a photo sample Millennium Falcon for the Empire Strikes Back packaging. That was a qualified AFA 80. You have the Rebel Transport graded AFA 80, and just truly unbelievable mint and seal box vehicles as far as the eye can see. Here is another vacuum form display with Yoda. That one's graded AFA 85, and I had to show this one. This is absolutely incredible. This is a Leia poncho with a pink poncho on top, and this would be like a salesman sample, and she's applied to a Hoth Imperial Stormtrooper. But what's unique about this one is that it actually made it out to retail. So it's got the retail price sticker on there, even though this is very clearly an engineering sample. So that's something that I have read about, where some of these engineering samples, they tested them to make sure they look good, and if they look good enough, they just threw them out there and sent them out into the public. So it's just crazy to me that it had a price sticker on there, and somebody got a pretty incredible item for $2.79 back then. I bet that one goes for absolutely insane money. And now let's dig into the Revenge of the Jedi proof cards. They've been down lately, so It seems like with that last auction a few months back where I picked up my Cloud Car Pilot that was graded, I believe, AFA 80 plus, I got a pretty fair deal on that, I felt like. But obviously it was an 80 plus, so that helped the price down a little bit. But there are a number of really high grade examples in this auction, as you can see. We've got the Revenge of the Jedi proof card for Luke Skywalker Bespin, Luke X-Wing. We've got a Princess Leia, Han Bespin, Han Hoth, a number of the other Imperial characters, Yoda, as well as the Hoth Rebel soldier. Then, of course, it's got my Revenge of the Jedi proof for Boss, graded AFA 85. Would love to have that in my collection, but the timing is just not going to work out for me. Here's another really nice one, the R5D4. That one's graded AFA 85 plus. All the different bounty hunters are shown there. We got Greedo, Zuckuss, and Forlom. So somebody is just selling off a number of their examples. Here's a few Chromalins. We've got kind of the photographic kind of pre-production box. It's like the box flat on a Chromalin. So this is one for the mini rig, the MLC3. The Force lightsaber. I don't know if that even made it out to retail. So pretty awesome to see that one as well. And then it digs into the Return of the Jedi characters, a number of clear blisters. Here was a really nice Clipper wraparound offer for Yoda. That's graded AFA 85. Just amazing item. Here's a 65 back B clear blister Yoda that's also graded AFA 85, as well as a 65 back C that's graded AFA 80. So if you're a Yoda fan, there are going to be some beautiful Yodas in this auction. Let's see, we got a 65 back Bosk that is also clear blister, graded CAS 85 plus. We've got a 65 back C Boba Fett that's a yellowed 85. I mean, just really high grade items. Somebody is got a really, I'm assuming this is from multiple collections, but a few collectors must be consigning just their entire collections and selling while the market's relatively strong. So, and then it digs into the Palatoy Trilogos, a number of those, as well as some mailaways there. We've got a Palatoy Trilogo Yak Face that's graded AFA 60, a Top Toys Darth Vader that's graded AFA 60, as well as the Stormtrooper that's graded AFA 50. Number of play sets, as you can see. We got the Ewok Village, that's an 80 grade. Jabba the Hutt's Dungeon with the last 17 pack-ins of Barada, Amanaman, and EV-99. That's graded AFA 85. And then you got the Return of the Jedi packaging for the battle-damaged X-Wing fighter. That's graded AFA 75. And then it also digs into the Power of the Force line. Obviously, one of the holy grails for the Power of the Force line is Anakin Skywalker. That one's graded 75 plus. So I hope that you guys are able to enjoy these. I got a couple of the prototypes I wanted to point out before we wrap the video up, but here's a first shot of Chief Chirpa, and this has got a purple torso. That one's graded 75, and then there is a first shot Tatooine skiff with Luke Jedi. I'm assuming that this is from the Power of the Force 2 line, since it's dated, let's see, I can't read the date, but it looks like 1999, so that would be the Power of the Force 2 line, but it's got an unpainted skiff packed in with the Luke that is also an unpainted first shot, and that was the figure was a pack-in for the retail version of that Power of the Force 2 skiff. So pretty incredible items. Finally, we got a Yak Face with a blaster that's graded uncirculated 90. So this came off of a card where it was packed in with a blaster instead of the long staff that he's usually packed in, or not packed in with anything at all. So we got an uncirculated 90 grade. So pretty incredible items. And obviously there's memorabilia, posters, master replica weapons. I mean, just comic books as far as the eye can see. So there are going to be truly some amazing items in this auction. And I hope that you guys are able to dig into some of those and pick up some awesome items for your collections. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon.